Hello everyone and welcome back or to my YouTube channel. Just before we start, I know I said this video was going to be me drawing my OC souls, but I'm going away this weekend and I'm going to need the full weekend to do that video justice. So today I'm drawing two of my OCs, Lucille and Lydia, who are not related. They're completely different species, but some of my friends thought they were related, so I thought I'd clear that up now. They're just two best friends that look mildly similar, and admittedly, they look more similar than usual in this speed paint because I forgot what Lydia looked like. So, yeah, there's that, but, live, laugh, love, so, with that, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and ignore any mistakes. This was drawn in half a day, maybe less actually, I was rushing. So, I don't actually know what to talk about for this video. Friday's usually my, plan everything. Well, I don't plan, realistically, but I kind of think about it and I'm like, yeah, I'll do something like that. But I didn't have Friday to do that today. So, I suppose I could talk about Lucy and Lydia's backstories and stuff, but I've been doing that for most of my videos lately. So I don't know if that's the route I want to go down for this video. Oh wow, the rushedness is really showing through in this one, huh? I'm somehow more out of sorts than usual. Oh well, because you know what? Sometimes you just need to sometimes, because if you don't sometimes, you'll be sometimesing no timesing, and no times is bad times because sometimes no times are the worst times, and sometimes is no times the worst times because sometimes all you need is sometimes. Thank you and good night. No, stay. The video's not finished. I'm not done. I guess I could do a little bit of a life update while we're here. Not that anyone's interested. I just need to talk about something because non-copyrighted music is just too good for this channel. It's too brilliant. It's too innovative. It's you'd be blown away if I played it. So I'm gonna talk instead. So recently, I got accepted into a TY animation program for 2D rigging animation, and I'm so excited for it, I won't lie. I will, of course, make a video talking about it after I do it, but I'm not going to film it because I'm really not trying to overstep any boundaries while I'm there, Other than that, our timetable switched in school, and now I have economics on Fridays. Suffice to say, economics is not on my list of things I will be putting on my list of what to do for the Leaving Cert, but it is good to know just how much I hate it, I guess. I didn't even understand half of what was being said. I was getting all the questions right because, it was just maths questions, but I didn't know why we were doing the maths because I've never done business studies before. So she was using words that I've never seen used and I've never used in my vocabulary ever. And I read old ass books. I think the oldest one is going back as far as Carmilla. Unless Shakespeare is older than Carmilla. I don't know dates. Don't ask me dates. Dates are for losers. Dates are for history nerds. And I'm not a history nerd. So, when I read those books, I'm like, how more confusing can the English language get? But I found out today that it very much can get more interesting. Not interesting. Difficult, annoying, terrible. I'm not even going to edit that out. You can just see how much I'm struggling with even the thought of this. And then when I did get the explanation I wanted, I was sort of just kind of there why didn't we just call it what it is then? Why is there a long ass word or sometimes a short ass word, but just a weird word where there shouldn't be one? But also, I like Shakespeare. So what I'm saying is a bit hypocritical. Is this dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? We fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. Look like the innocent flower, but the serpent under it. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors. I hope I got that one right because I wasn't bothered to look it up, so I just wrote it down as I remembered it. So it's probably wrong, but and don't even, if I did get it right or if I got it semi-right, don't even ask how I remember that from reading Macbeth twice max. Maybe watching it once or twice as well. Definitely watching it once or twice. Shh. Nobody needs to know, guys. Nobody needs to know. And don't ask how I remember it and nothing else. My brains in its own brainy way. Leaving Cert English is about to be a breeze though, because I'm into all these things, except for the poetry, or if we do like a bad movie. I hope we do like the Barbie movie because I've heard it's an option on our leaving cert. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, my English teacher. And I could already probably write a paragraph on the Barbie movie as we speak. And like, I know the director, which is something I didn't listen. We did Sing Street for our junior cert, and I really didn't like it. Sorry to any Sing Street fans. One of the songs in it is a bit of a banger, though. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, we did Sing Street for our junior cert, and I hated it, so I didn't study it, and it wasn't on the mock either. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And then it was like half of the junior cert. Just so you know, I got a distinction on my English mock, and I got a merit in the junior cert because it was like Romeo and Juliet didn't come up, and I studied that. I don't even like Romeo and Juliet that much, but I still studied it. All the questions that came up were things I didn't study, and I think it was the same for history as well. To be honest, I still did okay because I'm really good at waffling. So I was like able to like talk about nothingness for the entire thing. So despite not knowing anything about what I was talking about, I still did quite well, all things considered. But the drop was a bit insane. Like my English teacher was talking to me and she was like, I mean, you did well, but what happened? I was like, I didn't study those things, okay? I didn't like them, so I didn't study them. Why didn't we do Spirited Away? That was on the list. But yeah, that's my experience at history as well. Like whenever we used to do like end of subject or like, you know, like the thing that you do. Yep, English is my forte. But we used to do that at the end of every like chapter. And I got 100% on some chapters and 62 on others. So, you know, like it's not a bad mark. It's not a bad mark. But it just shows how much my interest can vary in these subjects, which is why I'm trying to pick subjects that my interest won't vary in for my leaving cert. Like art, I think I'll be fine doing. And I want to do construction studies as well. So, anyway, moving on because we need to make this video short enough but long enough at the same time, you know? Anyway, so what else has happened recently? I rewatched Ride the Cyclone, still as good as I remembered it. I also watched Slither. And I regret my life decisions. Listen, it was a good movie. It was like one of your classic horror flicks. Loved it. But the scene where your wand just explodes into a bunch of worms will forever be ingrained into my brain. I say this as if I didn't watch these movies like stone-faced. Do you ever watch a horror movie by yourself and you're just staring at the screen stone-faced? And then like when you're talking to your friends about it, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. As if you weren't just like looking at it like it was just your average YouTube video that wasn't funny. Anyway, even comedies. Like when I'm alone, sometimes I literally won't laugh at comedies, even if I find them funny. It's really weird. I think I'm just broken. But I think other people do it too. We're just all broken. That's good. And it's not good, but you know what? Live, laugh, love. I also watched a certain horror movie by Rob Zombie that's apparently a comedy too. But I don't remember it being a comedy because I watched it as a kid and I was way too young to be watching it. And my parents still don't know about it, but you know. Yeah, me and my friends were talking about it and we looked into it, and apparently it is a comedy. And I'm sure it is, but I just don't remember it being one. Mind you, I also don't remember what happened for like half the movie. I just remember that Dwight from The Office is in it for some reason. That's the most random casting I've ever seen in my life, by the way. And I remember a specific scene that I don't want to talk about. Yay! Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I'm going into a lot of tangents in this video, but I'm going to go into another one, okay? I'm reading Emily Wilson's translation of the Iliad. I will read the Iliad and the Odyssey multiple times, translated by different authors, because every time you do, the characters come off slightly differently, and it's so interesting to me to see how, like, if someone reads a different translation to you, their view on a character can be entirely different because of it. And obviously then it comes into like biases with the people who are translating it as well, I suppose. But if you guys hear shouting, I'm really sorry. My brother's on his PS5, So, oh yeah, I know in the last video I said that he was on his PS4. Yeah, he got a PS5 for Christmas. Oh, did I ever say that? I think I recorded a video actually and didn't upload it to YouTube. I did too. Yeah, I recorded, or well, I uploaded the video. I just didn't upload the audio. I changed the audio because I didn't like how my voice sounded in it. Before Christmas, and so it was a PS4 then. But yeah, he got a PS5 and I got his PS4, so that's cool. Anyway, where are we? Anyway, yeah, about translations. Yeah, someone's opinion on a character can be entirely different, and it's really cool to me. But also, it makes you not want to read certain authors. If you read an author and you hate a character, and then you hear that like this author's translation will make you love the character, you're like, I don't want to. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I am planning on reading Madeline Miller's Circe next. And then I have a psychological horror book that I'm really excited to read. I got it for Christmas. I forgot her name and I forgot the book. I'll put it in the description. I'll get it after I record this. But I'm so excited for the way she described it on her TikTok page. Actually sounded so good. I'm really happy that TikTok exists because I get so many good book recommendations. Also, I hear people talking about like this side of Book Talk that's like way different to the side I'm on. I'm on Cozy Tea and Biscuits Book Talk, not Biker Boy Book Talk. I don't know even what's going on there. Anyway, speaking on Madeline Miller, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I liked the Song of Achilles, but Achilles was not that nice. Okay? And now because of that book, there's way too many Achilles defenders. We hate Achilles in this household. Or well, listen, we like him because his character is important to the story. We dislike him because he is a little bitch. Sorry, but he is. I'm sorry. He is. In like every translation I've read, I just don't like him. Then I read the Song of Achilles. I was like, oh my god, Achilles, he's so cute. And it's like, no, he's not. I was reading it. I just had to remind myself of like who these people actually were. I was like, at least Agamemnon is still annoying as hell in it. Clytemnestra did the right thing, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right because I only read these things. But you know, I really should like listen to them once in a while to actually like be able to pronounce these things right, because I guarantee you guys watch my videos and are like, why are you pronouncing every single little thing wrong? And I'm like, well, anyway, before you say like, you know, oh, but Achilles he's the good guy, right? He 100% deserved what came to him. He 100% deserved it. If you do not believe me, look up what he did to Troilus, or literally, basically anybody. Briseus, look up what he actually did to Briseus. Think about what he actually did to Briseus, because it is mildly mentioned in the Song of Achilles. Like, whether you think he did the thing that was left out of the Song of Achilles to her or not, think about what he did to her before that. He basically killed her entire family in front of her. Jesus Christ, that is not nice. Anyway, I'm 100% on Apollo's side in the Iliad. When it comes to Achilles, I need to make that clear. Also, like, I know I say like I like Apollo and all, and here's the thing: when it comes to like the actual humans in Greek mythology, it's sort of a thing of I like them, I don't like them. But I kind of like all the gods, except for Zeus and most of the time Eros. They annoy me sometimes. I do like Eros and Psyche's myth will always be gorgeous, beautiful, but there are a lot of myths where I just really dislike Eros. Sorry guys. But when you think of like Greek mythology, it's sort of a thing of the human characters, you're kind of there like bad, good, but the gods you can't really define like that. So I'm moving around so much. I can't wait to listen back to this audio and just hear me go like really far away from the mic and then really close to the mic. It's fine. Also, I know I talk about Greek mythology a lot, but I'm genuinely interested in more than just Greek mythology. It's just that I'm reading the Iliad at the moment, and then I was reading the Odyssey before that. I know that's the wrong order, but I've read them in order before, okay? It's okay. And then I read the Song of Achilles before that. I've literally just been reading Greek mythology for, yeah, and I read Galatea as well, which I really liked, by the way. Galatea is the reason I bought the Song of Achilles. Fun fact, I wasn't going to buy it, but then I read Galatea, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to get the Song of Achilles. So, Siberian folktales. specifically, and I did watch a video on this one before anyone asks, I did. The Sun Maiden and the Crescent Moon, I could talk about that for hours. That is heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, okay? I could talk about it for hours. Anyway, I know there's a book, by the way, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Also, I forgot who wrote the book, but I know he actually went, he said he actually went to the place and all and got it from the people there. I'm really tired, guys. I know. I just said he went to the place and talked to the people there. But you know what? It is 10 past 10 at night. Cut me some slack. And I'm really tired. And I had a coffee, and you know when you, like, the caffeine wears off and you just, like, slump for, like, a few minutes? I'm kind of in that stage at the moment. Anyway, of course, I love Egyptian mythology and just, like, African mythology in general. There was this one girl on TikTok, again, I know. I'm sorry. But I'm on some very cool sides of TikTok, and then I'll get really cursed video. Like, I'll be scrolling and it'll be like all these cool things and people talking about their cultures and everything, and it's so cool. And then it's just like this guy screaming at me, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's 11 o'clock at night and you just scared me to death. Anyway, so there was this girl and she was talking about African mythology and how, like, underrated it was, and I was like, oh, I want to look into it. So then I fell down a rabbit hole, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Annecy stories, as in Annecy. I think I'm pronouncing. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's really late. I'm really sorry if I'm not. So I fell down like a rabbit hole of that a few nights ago, really late at night. That tends to be what happens. It tends to be like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, oh my god, look at this new thing I'm looking at. But you know, I'll probably, when I get time, this summer is going to be jam-packed. I have so many things I want to look into and, like, properly research, but I can't do it at the moment. I'm really busy. Like, I thought TY was supposed to be a dossier, guys. I know all the teachers, like, it's not a dossier. And all my friends that had been in TY before me are like, it's a dossier, right? And now I'm doing it, and it's not a dossier, and I've been lied to, okay? Anyway. And obviously, you know, Norse mythology, you know. I feel like the big three is Greek. I'm going to group Greek and Roman mythology because a lot of it kind of bounces off each other. I know it's not the same. Do not come after me, but it's quite similar. We can agree on that. It's quite similar. The gods, Greek gods inspire Roman gods, and then Romans go, you know, Hermes is also Lu from Celtic mythology, and he's also Odin because we said so. I love that. Yeah. It is a little sad, though, that we have so little on Norse mythology. I mean, we don't even know what Sigyn was the goddess of, as far as I know. I think she's mentioned once or twice in the Eddas. Obviously, I also like Celtic mythology, if you haven't noticed. Specifically Irish Celtic mythology, not to be biased. But actually, I think, like, even when I look into, like, Welsh Celtic mythology, there's so many more Irish stories than there are Welsh and, like, creatures and stuff. So it's not my fault that you have less stories than us. Sorry, I'm throwing shade. I'm sorry, okay? Michael Sheen's an icon. Are you happy now? Anyway, I'm legally obligated to like it in any case, but it's also really good. So look into it if you're interested in mythology. Please do, actually. I really need people to talk about this sort of thing with. Anyway, moving on from that tangent into another tangent. I love this video. It's just tangents. I'm currently crocheting Ik from Ghana for my brother, and I'm also going to a Hosier concert over the summer, which I am so excited for. You have no idea, but my friend's already after picking out an outfit for it, and I haven't even thought of that. Which, honestly, if she hadn't said it to me, I probably wouldn't have until like a week before at the earliest, which I think is time enough. I think most people would agree with me that that is time enough. A week before, that is fine. But now I kind of feel underprepared because my other friend also got an outfit for it. We were doing like this clothes swap thing, and she got like this gorgeous green dress at it, and I think she's going to wear that. And it's also like I was going to wear a pair of shorts because it is summer. when this is on. But now I'm going to be underdressed. And my cousin is going too, but I know she's going to like wear something gorgeous. So I'm just kind of there like, should I go for comfort or should I go for matching all my friends? And I think they're also wearing green. So maybe I'll just crochet something and then wear casual clothes and then be like, oh, look, I crocheted something, so it's fancy. You know what I mean? Other than that, I have no news I can think of, but I can totally give a brief overview of my OCs now, but I'll probably do a separate video on both of them, so don't worry about it. So the purple things on Lucy is a curse. He's had it since he was a child, and it just keeps spreading. And if you're wondering, how's it not on his arms? That's because I forgot, okay? I admit it, I forgot something again. RIP, I guess, whatever. And as for Lydia, ignore the lack of makeup. I didn't want to take the 2 seconds it would take to open her design. As I said, I forgot what she looked like. Just know, it's supposed to be gothic. I don't want to say goth, because I don't actually know if it is goth full stop. Oh, I just smacked my mic. I hope that didn't sound too loud. I talk with my hands, so like I'm moving one of my hands. I'm holding the mic with one hand. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I do consume like gothic media. Love myself a good vampire novel, except for Twilight. Listen, I'm sure the books are good. I'm sure the books are good, but I could not watch the movies. Anyway, yeah, so I consume gothic media. I love Carmilla, love Dracula, as you do. I know I've consumed more than that. Is The Crow gothic? There's definitely gothic elements to it, but I love that movie. I heard they're making a remake of it with Monsieur Skarsgård. And as much as I love Monsieur Skarsgård as an actor, I know people are like, which one? The one that plays Pennywise, I forgot his first name, so, you know, he's just Monsieur Skarsgård now. As much as I know he could do a good job acting it, why does he have a mullet? See, a lot of you are probably like, that's fine, it's fine to have a mullet. I live in Ireland. I have trauma from boys having really bad mullets. So why does he have a mullet? Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure it could be good. I'm not gonna doubt it. Also, I heard they're making a Zelda movie, and I'm really worried about that. I have my opinions, but we're not gonna talk about it. I'm really scared for the future of movies, to be honest. But anyway, also, whenever I see someone do like gothic makeup on TikTok, people are always like hounding them, and it's never actual goths that hound them. Like actual goths would be like, well, it's not like, you know, traditional goth makeup. Like, it's gothic. Like, it has inspiration from it. Like, why do you guys so mad? And people who aren't goths are always like, that's not goth makeup. How dare you? It's not even gothic. And I'm kind of like, okay. Yeah. So usually I have a reference up when I'm drawing Lydia, because it's sort of a thing of like, I don't want to get it wrong. Also, she cuts her bangs herself, if you can't tell by the sketch. But I actually drew them really badly in this. They're actually usually not that bad, but she has like micro bangs-ish. Like really messy micro bangs. And that's on purpose. But yeah, I'm really scared of people, just in general. But yeah, most goth people are really nice. Love y'all. If you're goth, go wild in the comments. Anyway, Lydia is the angelic type of Damon, and Lucy is the more demonic type, but they're besties. And Lydia has a partner who I know nothing about yet. Give me a minute, okay? Writing side characters is not currently on my radar, and maybe she'll have a child. I have not decided if the baby will exist. And Lucy is really bad at feelings and is still single as ever. Me too, Lucy. Me too. Lucy works as a bartender and Lydia was a mercenary. I don't know if she will be retired or not. That depends on whether the baby exists. Listen, I like both narratives, but I don't know which to go for. You know, why can't I have both? I kind of want to go with the baby because that'll make her more unique than my other side characters. But at the same time, I hate when women are reduced to, oh, they're protective over their child. You know what I mean? But I feel like I could write it. I feel like I could do my research and find out what not to do and what to do and do it. But I'm not like a great writer or anything, so that's kind of why I don't want to make the webcomic yet. I kind of want to get better at writing at least first. Maybe I'll do like a mini little webcomic first just to test the waters and see what people think. But I don't know when I'm even going to get the time to start a webcomic, so we'll see. Anyways, that'll be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Irish words of the week is Diagwit, which means hello, or God be with you, I guess. But listen, freckles are pogi nigrania, and the sun does not kiss people, so